That is not special effects. It's literally ice cold in this room right now. Hence why I've got the fluffy hoodie with the oversized fluffy hoodie. We got candles on top of the fridge. You might be able to see them if I do that. See that? Candles up on the fridge. Don't make no odds. We can't put the heating on. It's too expensive, and I'd much rather eat food every day than be warm for 10 minutes. It is what it is. Anyway, today we're checking out Guardin's new song, the music video for Geronimo, which I believe was produced by 93 Feet of Smoke, another artist that I'm a fan of. Most recently, I've been listening to his song, or the cover of All the Things You Said. Poppy did a cover of that too, actually, by the way. Both very good songs. He's a great artist. Guardin's a great artist. I think this is off of his new album. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's the one that has the CD with the cat on the cover. I don't know. I've listened to a couple of the tracks as they've appeared in my release radar, but not the full project front to back. It's gonna be cool to check out another song, another video from him. It's been a minute. Yeah. I'm Sid, by the way. Welcome to another show. Hopefully the camera's looking good. I'm further away from the camera than you might expect, like more than an arm's length. Yeah. So if the audio is bad, that's probably the reason why. But let me know. We'll figure it out. And I also have the lyrics up on the screen, so we'll see how I get on with those. This intro is longer than I would normally do for an intro, but my new setup's confusing me. All right, who's ready? Geronimo, Guardin. Let's get it.
Don't do it for them, do it for yourself, maybe. Disguising the truth, convincing myself they hate me. Are you really there, or am I just talking to myself?
Is it just me, or is he a super photogenic looking dude? Like long hair, short hair, blue hair, black hair. The guy he looks good. He looks good in videos, he looks good in photos. He's definitely got like an indie artist aesthetic that is quite appealing. You know what I'm saying? And the song is lovely too. I also like the visuals. Whoever helps him or is involved with the production of these music videos, same as the last one. Was it Altitude? The one that he shot inside? I think that was probably done himself, but just the shot choices and the color schemes and all that kind of stuff, the way it's edited, very interesting. We'll run it back. Let's get it. Here we go.
Don't do it for them, do it for yourself, maybe. Disguising the truth, convincing myself they hate me. Are you really there, or am I just talking to myself? I'll do it again, I'll stay up and watch the sunrise. On top of the shed, I wish I could stay here all night. I don't understand, why is it always just like this? I miss drinking until 6 a.m. with all of my friends, even ones I just met. Hey, oh, and I hope that you're listening, man. You helped me get out of my bedroom again. I was on the verge of the end of it all, but nobody knew it all. And I wish that I could get stuck in the past.
Yo, this is a deep song, but it's got that optimistic energy that you kind of get with a Guardin song, where it's deep, it's introspective, it's talking about some personal things that he's going through. I like that opening line, don't do it for them, do it for yourself, maybe. He's like on the fence about, who am I doing this for? Am I making music for myself? Am I doing it because I love it? Or am I doing it for some faceless audience? Some number of followers on my YouTube, on my Instagram. Same with the next one, disguising the truth, convincing myself they hate me. Like, are you really there, or am I just talking to myself? These lyrics, man, it's pretty sick. It's kind of stuff that I don't think you need a massive following to kind of appreciate and understand what's being said here. If you've got 1,000 followers or 100 followers, it's the same kind of concept, right? Of like, why am I posting this? Am I doing it because I want, like, why do you post anything? Like, people have babies and they're like, I'm going to post 4,000 photos of my baby. Why? Are they doing it because they desperately feel the impulse to do so? Or are they doing it to kind of flex or to show off or to get some type of attention? There's definitely a balance there. Of now we live in a world where we're kind of obliged to share, but there's no meaning behind a lot of it. That makes sense? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Also, Fun fairs are sick. We don't have those in the UK. We don't have stuff like this. I feel like there's this kind of fall, like near Christmas, Thanksgiving type of vibes, where you get all this crazy stuff like fun fairs and stuff like what I see in movies. It's very cool visuals. Also, the first thing I think of when I think of fun fair is, you remember in Silent Hill, the movie? Yeah, maybe a little scary, but it is what it is. I'm rambling. As I said, I'm a little out of practice. I'm also very, very cold. Just trying to keep my energy up. But yeah, I'm digging this so far. I've heard the song a couple times, so I'm kind of familiar with the lyrics and the way it's put together. I really enjoy it as a piece of music. But yeah, let's run it back a little bit.
Don't understand, why is it always just like this? I miss drinking until 6 a.m. with all of my friends, even ones I just met. Hey, oh, and I hope that you're listening, man. You helped me get out of my bedroom again. I was on the verge of the end of it all, but nobody knew it all. And I wish that I could get stuck in the past, back before we started moving so fast. Standing as still is a choice that will last, and neither will we, so I guess it's a wrap. From here I see this so clearly, at the edge of the world, still in fear of my feelings. At the edge of the world, still in fear of my feelings.
Oh, I love the vocal layering in that.
At the edge of the world, still in fear of my feelings.
It feels like an echo, but it's fading backwards, you know? Like, he even talks about, I wish we could get stuck in the past, but he's moving too fast. So I like that. It kind of feels like it's moving away from you, the echo of himself, maybe as a memory. I don't know. I think the music production is definitely on point here. This is a cool song. Deep meaning. I think I can relate to this. Like, you put a certain version of yourself out there for people, and I'm sure everyone is trying to be as authentic as possible, but at the end of the day, you don't really want to share the negative side of your personality, of your feelings. If you're feeling super down, that's not the kind of thing that you're going to post on your story unless you're explicitly trying to get attention for that thing. Don't know. I think when you make music, like I just started reading Pete Doherty's autobiography, the lead singer of the Libertines, and he's been through a lot, but you can tell that he puts his emotion into the music as a form of catharsis, where it's like, yeah, I might feel this way sometimes, but the reason that I'm putting it into the music is so that I can fully lock onto it, figure out why I feel like this, put it out in the world, and kind of just let it go. Which I think, I don't know, I don't want to speak on behalf of someone, but that's kind of what I get from a lot of Guardin songs, is that they have these introspective, kind of oftentimes sad or sad lyrics, or lyrics that deal with despair, but in general he seems like kind of an upbeat guy who's into sort of the brighter, happier side of life as well, and maybe the music is just this form of catharsis, like a public therapy almost. Some other musicians do that too. I mean, Shinigami did a live stream the other day, I think, where he was talking about something similar. I don't know. I'm not a musician, unfortunately. I wish I was. It would be amazing. But yeah, very, very cool. Let's run it back. Also, sick fit, bro.
At the edge of the world, still in fear of my feelings. I had everything mapped to a T, but everything here isn't quite as it seems. There's blood everywhere from the heart on my sleeve. Permanent fix, yeah, I wanted to leave it all behind me. Cauterizing the thread on my wings, so I'm no longer flying. Help.
I'm also a big fan of the way that he bends words and phrases. Like, you expect it to go a certain way in a certain direction with the structure of the lyrics, but then he'll reinterpret the way that he says something, like slowing down cauterize me and heart on my sleeve, and things that don't necessarily rhyme directly, but he'll kind of force the rhyme in an interesting way that I think is unique to his style. Very cool. Very interesting. And again, look, any still frame is a super photogenic dude. No cap. Even though he's got a cap. Is that a cap? It's more of a beanie. no beanie. My man is looking good right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
All behind me, color rising. The thread on my wings, so I'm no longer flying. Help! I'm trying to climb up this hell. It's hard to talk when I lack all the skills that I need to get out of my shell. I'm not scared to jump, so just please don't come near me. When I hit the bottom is when they'll start cheering. And now I'm a ghost, I don't know if you're hearing this.
That's sick, bro. Look at that. It's just cool. The aesthetic, the visual style. Filmed by Reserve for Hell. Shout out. And who's that? Quintin610. I love it. Love the editing. Love the visuals. Love the sound, the production. Just generally the lyrics, the way it's constructed. Whoever this is, like Guardin and the collective around him. Very talented, very creative people. Awesome to see the development of new talent. I feel like we're similar ages. I'm probably a little older than you, but you've made it so far in such a short amount of time. You say that you're moving so fast and you wish you could go back, but seriously, man, the stuff that you're doing is chef's kiss. Oh, very, very cool. Even that last line, I'm not scared to jump, so just please don't come near me. When I hit the bottom is when they'll start cheering. I think that's a sentiment echoed by a lot of artists. Most recently and most famously maybe is like Lil Peep and Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. Those two would regularly talk about how once they became famous, they became wealthy. They became happier generally with their lives. They felt more content and more satisfied. But the people who had initially found them, who boosted them from zero to that first wave of success, those people just wanted to hear the dark shit, you know, like the I'm sad, I'm an addict, I'm depressed. They still want that music even when you're out of that space. And I think like it goes back to the start of finding a balance between doing something for yourself to get the emotion out, to be authentic, and doing something for the people who help put you in that position to be able to do what you want to do. It's definitely something that I've seen a lot of creative people online struggle with, and when they're able to eloquently discuss these topics, talk about them, whether through their art or just in vlogs sometimes, I think it's good. I think it's helpful to a lot of people who are growing up in this environment and maybe don't know how to deal with it, because it's all new. I grew up just before social media, and I was about 7 or 8 when I really started getting into MySpace and Facebook and things like that. So I had a couple years before where I remember what it was like to have dial-up internet and to not really have any social media. To go from that to where we are now, like I couldn't imagine being born in 2020 and growing up knowing that everybody's looking at you all the time, that there's this constant pressure to perform. You basically perform your entire life. I don't know, I'm rambling. Maybe let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Guardin, if you're seeing this, shout out. I really appreciate everything that you're doing right now. Music is great. Keep it going, my man. As long as that's what you want to do. And yeah, as you can see, it's very cold in here. Can't really afford the heat. So if you want to check out my Patreon, it's right here where my finger is. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.